baby and some. So yeah, like it's been a situation. It's been a whole situation. So, oh, I think other people must have got on a Google Meet. So I'm putting this Zoom inside of here
I
now.
think so too, because I was just at the Google Meet. So
Okay.
try and capture these folks.
Yep. I'm gonna let Doc. I'm gonna let you
And
chat
I
quick while I go troubleshoot for
and
folks.
I may have sent the Google Meet on some things I sent out. So, you know,
Okay. I'm gonna send. I'm putting the Zoom link. Here's the direct link. Sometimes Google Link will show up at the same time. So it looks like, yeah, a few people came over to the Google Meet. So I'm going to let you go ahead and pop things off here. Okay, we got Lakeisha coming in. Boom, there we go. And let me make you a co-host so that you can actually share as well. And we are also live on YouTube. Okay, so we're live on YouTube. We're getting ready for anything. Oh, no, no problem. Don't feel free to go ahead and just keep your mic off and camera, however that looks. But I'm so excited, Doc. So I wanted to share one, like, like you guys know, Dr. Buchanan had a mental health clinic. Not, was it a clinic or what was a practice? I want to say the wrong
it's
word.
important.
Okay, so you had a mental health
Yeah.
clinic when we originally. Now you're like moving into your own practice. Where now you'll be offering some different services, including like the medical weight loss shot, and counseling and things around that. And you're an actual MD, so you're not just somebody out here giving people shots and all the other things. But what I wanted to share is for our community, one thing that we do really well here at Rich Mamas Club is we hold each other accountable, we lift each other up, we do all those things. So Doctor is going to go through all of the ins and outs, and then I'm going to share for our community only. We are going to have our own private group. We're going to be sharing our lunch and meal plans. I'm going to show y'all how to use some prompts. I've been using ChatGPT to cook every single night. I just made some lamb chops before I came on here, and we are really going to get this weight off and keep it off and like lift each other up throughout this challenge. So I'm so excited. I hope y'all are excited. Throw some like little emojis in the comments if you're excited to hear about this opportunity that we have. And Doc, I'm gonna be quiet. And you should have capability to share your screen. So Doc is gonna share some of the things, right? Share all of the medical stuff behind it, right? I'm gonna be here as the hype girl, but I want y'all to go ahead and lean in and learn from Dr. Buchanan. You got your slide? Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let Doc talk.
Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for always bringing so much energy. And so let's start off with like who I am. My name is Dr. Pamela Buchanan, and I'm a physician. I predominantly work in the ER, had a mental health practice, but that wasn't serving me. So I moved in a different direction. I have a colleague who's doing online weight loss management, and she helped me with starting with some weight loss because I'm like everybody else, I'm a physician, but I'm a person too. And I had a stress job. And like Brittany, after having twins, the weight just stayed. And you name it, whatever diet you can think of, I've probably tried it. And it ebbs and flows, lose it, gain it, lose it, gain it. It's just, a cycle like that many women go through. I recently started using a GLP-1s, Mounjaro, which is tirzepatide, in the generic form. And that's really been working for me. It's not a magic bullet. It's not that you just take this medication and everything works out. It's that you've been doing all the things and it helps you continue to do all the things. So that's kind of a nutshell who I am. And the company, the practice online is called Strong Medicine. And I think about building strong minds so that you can have a strong body so you can have a strong mind. And thereby we can build strong communities. And on this website, we do medical weight loss, predominantly prescribing the GLP-1s. You've heard about them, Ozempic, Wegovy, and sometimes your insurance will cover them. I'm happy to write for it to go through your insurance, but most of the time they are not. And I formulated some relationships with some compound pharmacies that my colleagues have been using for a long time. So I trust them, and that's where I'm getting medication. In addition, there's also online urgent care. Like, you get a cough cold, UTI, things of that nature. We prescribe and treat that as well. On the website, we have nutrition advice. And I'm doing this because I want to focus more on prevention. So often in America, we focus on sick care, like what to do after you get sick. But preventative medicine and doing natural things is where I want to focus. And that's kind of how I got into this weight loss challenge information with Brittany. We were just kicking it around because most or many of our medical challenges are due to the obesity. And, people say just lose the weight, but it's not that easy. So we talked about who I am. And I talked about my struggles with weight loss. I can't remember a time where I haven't been cognizantly thinking about it, been up and down. But I know that over the course of the last few weeks, I lost 10 pounds easier than I have before. And that's because I've been using the generic Mounjaro. And so, what is obesity? Okay. I struggle with this diagnosis because I think that they probably going to need to fix it to, I don't know, align with people who are other than Caucasian. But obesity is a medical condition defined as a BMI or body mass index over 30. And it puts you at increased risk for heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Like we talked about, I won't get into the particulars, but yes, when you're obese, you're at risk for, having a heart attack, being diabetic, having joint pain, back pain, knee pain. I know that's a big problem for me. Also, cancers. You don't even think about it, but being obese puts you at risk for breast, colon, endometrial cancer, and it puts you at risk for your asthma being out of control. And I think getting to a healthy weight is the key to longevity. Because if you're at a lower weight, less chronic disease, less inflammation, your immune system is better. One of the things I noticed working in the ER in COVID is that the people who were younger and dying from COVID most often were obese. That's because being obese puts your body in an inflammatory state. And so I put together some myths because people think they know what it takes to lose weight. And there's a bunch of myths. So these are like overview of the myths that skipping meals is how you lose weight, that not all calories are equal. There are better foods than others and some that will move through your bodies better. Carbs are not bad. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you not to eat carbs. You need carbs actually. And there's no such thing as losing weight in just one spot. Taking all fat out of your diet is bad. Willpower. So people say just have willpower. There are so many more factors involved. You definitely need to exercise, but you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. So if you exercise, I don't care if it's 3 times a day and you're eating poorly, you're still not going to lose weight. Supplements, you never know what you're getting. So you should always contact the doctor. It's best to lose weight slow and steady. And I don't believe in avoiding your favorite foods. That's what I like about if you use medication to assist you. At times you can have a piece of cake. I'm not saying have cake every day, but you can sometimes. Eating late doesn't cause you to lose weight. This would be a problem because I sometimes work overnights and eat late. And you need to drink water, but some people have this myth going on that if you drink a lot of water, that's going to be the silver bullet that makes you lose weight, and that's not true. So I wanted to go in detail about the willpower. So weight loss is genetics, it's hormones, it's your stress, it's whether or not you're sleeping. And sometimes it's medical conditions. The example would be thyroid. And all you need to do is to exercise. I say these myths because these are things I hear, I don't know about you, but like from my guy or mainly male friends, that if you exercise, you'll lose weight. Yes, that helps, but it's more than that. Um, Yeah, I won't go into that. And so why weight loss with GLP-1s? You've heard about Ozempic, you've heard about Wegovy, Mounjaro, and the generics of those are semaglutide and tirzepatide. Well, studies show that people who use these medications lose more weight, and we found this out kind of by accident because these medications are used for people who have diabetes. What they do is they slow how fast your stomach empties the food out. And so, this is the medical definition. It's a hormone that controls your blood sugar and it helps manage your appetite. Manage your appetite. That part I want to focus on because that's what most of us need. We need that ability, kind of that chemical signal that we don't need to eat. And it helps you feel full longer. And that is genetic, basically the way in which it helps you lose weight. And so I put this little illustration in for GLP-1s because it affects just about every part of your body, every major system. And by doing that, it will help to lose weight throughout the generalized system. It also helps with overcoming challenges. I don't know about you, but I've been on a weight loss journey and then doing great, motivated. Then I hit the plateau. And sometimes that plateau will last for weeks. And it's agony when you're eating, I don't know, the nastiest food and struggling and you hit that plateau. The medications that slow uh, your gut motility down and it helps you feel fuller longer, helps you get through those plateaus, helps keep you motivated. All right. And so what do I do? What do we do at Strong Medicine? It's called Strong Medicine STL, and the link and the QR code are here. It's a telemedicine service. We do weight loss. We'll coach you on your weight loss. There's a community that you can sign up, like Brittany was talking about, where in that community, it's a Facebook group. We'll help each other stay motivated, post any diet and exercise tips, post our wins, post our struggles, because community is what you need to lose weight. And exclusively for people like this is just new. This is beginning because I felt like I kind of had to do this because I felt like it was working so well for me and family members who I was doing it for that I should give it and do it for the masses because, sometimes people of color are overlooked in this arena. And we tend to have more obesity and more chronic diseases than other groups. So for people who are here now, we want to do a weight loss challenge, keep each other motivated. And individuals, the one who wins the weight loss challenge will end up getting special access to me as the physician so that, any questions you have, any issues you have, you'll always have someone to talk to about that. I didn't want to keep it long. I didn't want to bore you with all details. And I know that people have lots of questions about what are these medicines? What do they do? How does it work? And I'm definitely here to answer those. Here's the QR code to the website. And I'll also go through how it works. So first of all, there are some people who should take these medicines and some people who should not. Who do I think really should? I think the ideal patient to take this medication is kind of someone like me. You tried everything. You've been up and down with your weight and you're really trying. And the medication is a tool to help you get to those goals. It's not the silver bullet that makes it happen like that, but it's a tool. Those type of people. If you have problems with your pancreas or you have a family history of issues with that, you should not take the medication. I have an intake form that's on the website. And by filling that out, it lets me know if you're not a candidate for it. I always do a 10-minute consultation via video to discuss the medicine, make sure you understand things. You have constant contact via text. And those who are personal coaching clients end up having access to me directly. I also plan on doing like a weekly online coaching call so that my patients can have access and answer questions. We talk about side effects and any issues you may have, because I want people to have as good of a chance as being successful as possible. So that being said, I will just answer any questions.
Hey Doc, I'm coming off mute and I'm gonna allow people to come back to our side. Stuff the direct link inside of the chat. Let me give you some details. I know Shamika, you just joined. We are recording, so you can watch the recording too, or you can ask Dr. Buchanan any questions now. What we're doing with Rich Mama's Club, right? This is her launch. So this is for our community only, right? Like this particular rate that you're going to get is discounted for the Rich Mamas Club, right? So you're going to do the initial consultation and everything, and we have a special rate, and Doc will tell you about that. And then also, so she has a Facebook group for her clients, but Rich Mamas Club, like the cool thing about what we get ready to do is we got a private group meet, so we can share our struggles privately and we can share our results publicly, right? So everybody can see all the snatches. So sometimes that's the hard part, right? Like you don't want everybody to see when you're struggling, you're looking crazy, all of the things, right? We got a few people that's just joining in now, Dr. Buchanan, so they might have some questions. So the cool thing about what we're going to do again is we're going to have our own private group. We're going to share meal plans. We're going to do accountability check-ins. And y'all know, like, if y'all don't know, I'm a professional coaching consultant. I've been doing it for like 7+ years now. I stay on my client's neck, but y'all not paying anything extra for our accountability. This is just for the women in our community that say, hey, I want to lose these 20 pounds by Christmas. Y'all know we got Christmas coming up, and we want to be able to like really expand. Like it's something about going through it with people that you trust so you can talk about those urges. And then here's the other side of it too. We have an actual medical doctor that can say, hey, what I can tell you, when I was taking taking another drug, not this one, for weight loss, I started getting cramps. My period changed. I thought I was pregnant, and my doctors didn't warn me for nothing. They just wrote me a prescription for the nausea at first. I'm like, hold on, like you didn't talk to me about nothing. So being able to have one, what I always loved about Dr. Buchanan is, one, she gonna keep it real. She gonna keep it a book. If something affects your sex drive and all the other stuff, she gonna tell you what to look for so that you can be prepared, right? That's one portion. And then the other thing is that, one, she come from us. Let me just say that. Like, you're privileged now, but you come from the same cloth of us, and you really do care about what happens in our community. So these are some of the reasons why I wanted to partner with Dr. Buchanan and really host this here, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Just again, most of us have, a little extra cushion on us, and we want to be here for our children. We want to be healthy. That's one of my biggest scares, is that like I'll die like and leave my child without anything, right? So that's one of my fears. It's not even only about, my earring just came out, not only about looking snatched and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I want to be snatched and cute too, right? But I want to feel good, and I want to feel confident, and I want to feel healthy. So that's my portion, y'all. So again, those of you who decide to sign up, and we'll talk about costing, y'all can ask Dr. Buchanan all of the questions now. But the stuff that we're doing with Rich Mamas Club is free, but it's only for people
Yes.
who sign up with Dr. Buchanan.
So Brittany hit the head. Brittany hit the head on the nail. I'm not losing weight just to be snatched. That's going to be a byproduct. That's going to be nice, but I'm training to be an older person, because I'm 40. I'm in my 40s now, and you think, I don't want diabetes. I don't want I don't want to have my other knee replaced. I already had one replaced, and I don't want to have chronic pain. So the best thing I can do for myself is to get to a healthier weight for my height. And it's just something we don't do as well as we should in the African American community. We all know that. And so this is an opportunity to get to a healthy weight. And it would be nice to, get a little bit snatched before the holidays, a little noticeable difference. That's always a positive side effect when you go to around family members. Everybody, we all, we keep it real. We like to be noticed. That's just human nature. But what I do differently, and one of the things that prompted me to start doing this, because I wasn't really thinking about it, but I work in the ER. I see a lot of patients on these medications come into the ER with the side effects. And then I can fix it for them right then and there. I'm like, it's because your doctor started you at too high of a rate. Go down to this rate, and then let's see what happens. And a lot of people, it works for them. How do I know? A lot of people use the ER like it's their primary care, because they can't get into the primary care. And so predominantly, most people can use these medications if you follow the doctor's orders, if you manage side effects appropriately, if you take the medication the way you're supposed to take it. Brittany talked about having stomach cramps. It's probably because her doctor did not instruct her that when taking this medication, you have to drink plenty of water, and you probably have to take a stool softener to make sure that you're regular. Those things are side effects that are easily manageable when you take these kind of medications, because like I said, it slows your gut down. Because it slows your gut down, you can have stomach side effects. Generally, most people only have side effects for a few weeks if they're taking the medications the right way, and then it subsides. I know I'm not really having these side effects. My significant other, he's not having side effects because I know how to manage it. And everybody, all the patients I have so far who are on it, if they've had side effects, they were able to contact me. We got them adjusted, and they went away. So that, like, I think that's about as much as
can you see that?
All right. Let me look.
Here, I can read it. I can read it for you. It said, what about someone who already is on a GLP because of their diabetes?
And that's okay. If you're on a GLP-1 because of your diabetes, and most of the time, another higher dose could be used to get you to the point where you're starting to lose weight. And if you are not effectively doing a proper diet and exercise program, then you're not going to lose much weight. Taking the medication alone is not enough. Lastly, there are certain, semaglutide works well, and that's the one that is Ozempic and Wegovy by trademark, and you lose good, robust weight on that. But Mounjaro, people lose more. Mounjaro is more expensive though, and that one, it just depends. So if you are already on this medications and your insurance is covering I would advocate that you be on Mounjaro than Wegovy.
That's good.
Any other questions?
That was my only question in here. If you can't unmic and you want to throw it in the chat, I can read it to Dr. Buchanan. One thing I do want to say, y'all, and that's the other side of it, right? Like, so you could already have, like, if you're already taking something and your weight, like your diet plan and your physical activity isn't good, that's what this group is for. We're gonna talk about, like, hey, did you get your hour in? Look, and Erica, I got my watch on, I've been counting my steps. Like, we are really trying to make sure that we hold each other accountable. And then also, I have a partner that wants to work with me in 2025. We're going to get park permits to do walking, wellness walks on the greenways with Great Rivers Greenway. So they already told me they would pay for the permit. So we have partners who want to join us on this health initiative. I need people who are committed, like, let's jumpstart our weight, and then we can get out, like, get a healthy regimen, get some meal plans, get some accountability, let's get some results, and then we could really, this is bigger than us, right? This is the legacy for our children. This could be a different legacy for our city. A lot of us, we have family who are suffering from chronic illnesses and everything, and once they see our results, right, we will inspire them to take the jump too. So that, again, y'all, I want to be snatched. Y'all, we going back to New Orleans this year. So all of y'all who didn't make it to New Orleans, we going back. We're having a good time at Essence Fest, and we want to look good. But here's the thing: first and foremost, I want to feel good. So Lakeisha said in the comment, hold on. Okay, we got a few questions in here. So the second one was, besides stomach issues, what other side effects?
Those are the major side effects. So nausea, some people constipation. If you are an alcoholic, you cannot take this medication. So if you drink, not just you drink, I'm talking about people who are alcoholic by definition, those people can't drink it. And in terms of side effect profile, it's similar to most other medicines. It's similar to, I'd say, like Tylenol or ibuprofen. Everything has a side effect. And so the side effects of this medication has an extreme side effect. If you're not taking it appropriately, and this is be someone who says, if the doctor said 5 milligrams is okay, then 10 milligrams would be great. I've seen people do that. You'll end up in the ER. Do not take more than what's prescribed. When you take more than what's prescribed, you can cause yourself some serious side effects. Because, like I said, it slows your stomach down. So it slows your intestines down. And so when you take too much, you can end up blocking your intestines. That's the one serious complication I want to be sure I put people, I make sure that you know about. But generally very safe. These medications are not new, contrary to public belief. These medications have been around for at least 10 years. Okay. And so the side effect profile is well understood. They came out, the first one was called Victoza. And from there, one of the first ones was Victoza. And then Ozempic and Wegovy and then Mounjaro, they're not new. It's just, and the reason we found out that this helps with weight loss is because our diabetics were losing weight, even though they weren't changing much of their diet.
That's good.
Next question.
That's good. The next question, Erica was saying that she had an allergic reaction to Mounjaro. I take one pick and I don't know this other one is something with a P, but my eating is horrible, right? So those of us, and here's the thing, like, I have a bad day, right? Like, I've been eating cookies every night because I've been baking cookies, but I am getting back on track. That's what accountability in the community is for, and having access to things. So it's not just, nothing's a quick fix, right? It's about having a lifestyle change, and that's how we're supporting each other. So that's good to know. Now, Doc, what would be your response? She said she had an allergic reaction to Mounjaro.
So if and that's we talk about each person I can talk to individually. I have to tease that out specifically. But if you truly had an allergic reaction, then I would not want to prescribe it to you. If you truly had an allergic reaction, I would have to talk to you individually. But I welcome you to still continue to partake of all the other things we're doing, because I want to do an all encompassing approach. And so Brittany talked about her partners. I have a few physician partners who have other ventures that are going to help with this. I have a physician partner who has a weight loss app and a weight loss, she posts exercise online. So we're working on and finalizing what she will have people who are my patients have access to. I have a colleague who does nutrition. She's a nutritionist. So she will be giving us information about different diet plans. One of the things that I want to do is to post some of the recipes about how to make soul food healthier. Like I mean, I love Sunday dinner, but it is not good for us. It's not something we should do often.
Yeah.
And yes, on Thanksgiving, yes, there will be a complete soul food spread at my house. But it's not going to be something that I will do often. We got to get better at knowing and learning about when we should partake and when we shouldn't. One of the things that I'm loving about this medication, because I can tell you as I have a physician who prescribes it for me, is it just uh, makes me let fall off the rails less quickly. Like I can be around people with a room full of all the things that are my favorites and completely resist it
Yeah.
because I don't feel good when I take the things that I should not have.
I had that same effect too, Doc. We got a few more questions in here, and I don't want it to go down too low. But I can say
Okay.
that like I stopped having cravings for certain things,
Yeah.
like 'cause I would get full fast. So I did notice that. Lakeisha said, "What if we already take it? Can we start off at that same dose?"
Yes, and what I want to do is get you to the optimal dose. So the optimal dose is not the same for everybody. And that's why it's convenient for you guys to work with me via telemedicine, via, using electronic text and having a telemedicine visit because it doesn't, you don't have to get in your car, you have to go somewhere, you have to wait for the visit. So it makes it so we can be in constant contact and until we get you to where you need to be. So it goes up into small increments, but the dose at which you're losing weight effectively and consistently is where we'll keep you. The the physician desk reference says we're supposed to prescribe this at the lowest effective dose. And so, your husband might be on 10 milligrams, but you are doing fine at 5. And that's what we'll do. It's individualized for each patient.
Love
And so
that.
if you're on it, if you're already on it, we'll have a conversation and see, so how are you doing on that dose? Is that dose working for you? And if it is, fine, let's just keep prescribing at that dose. And if it's not, it's time to think about increasing.
That's good. Thanks, Doc. Okay, so Erica was saying she's on was on a max dose Ozempic. So again, that those will be like follow up questions individually with Doctor Buchanan about what'll
I'll
work.
answer that question though. I'll answer that question. If you are on max dose of Ozempic and not losing weight, then you probably should go on Mounjaro. If you on max dose of Ozempic and you were losing weight and you just want to resume where you started, I'm fine with that too.
Got it. And the next one said she said I'm on it and she's losing slowly. So again, then it's gonna be a lifestyle change, which is why you need to
The
be.
lifestyle change, and then we have to talk about what dose you're on. Like I said, it's individualized. So if you're on it, and also you did not gain the weight, quickly. It didn't happen overnight. You're not gonna lose it overnight. It
Yeah.
still takes time. But I can tell you this, if you were actually an individual who were on an optimal diet plan, exercising, working out, and taking this medication, you would see some strong results quickly if you
That's
were at the right dose. I will caution with this, there's somewhere around 10 to 15% of the population who will not respond to this medication. And we won't know until we titrate you up and make sure that you're doing all the things that you should be doing.
That's good. Thank you for that too. One more thing. Someone said, "Baby, it will sit on your stomach, so don't drink on it. Or don't drink wine on it." I don't remember. I think I
Right.
was sober, so I did not. I think
You don't want to
oh, go ahead.
you don't want to drink. So you don't have much capacity to eat when you're on this because for some people it gives you that sensation like you had a gastric bypass. And so don't waste your calories on alcohol. And yeah, the alcohol will sit there and it empties out slowly. So imagine, you won't be able to drink like you used to, which is a good thing because alcohol is nothing but empty calories, a lot of sugar, and it puts the weight on. So this medication is a tool to make you do what you should be doing, but you can't do it.
That's good, Doc. That's good. So we had a nice flow of questions, y'all. We got about 20 more minutes. So I want to make sure that we're honoring everybody's time. So, like, I know y'all want to talk numbers. I'm gonna put Dr. Buchanan's website in there again, so you can click that link and you can sign up for. What is the Let's walk through that process really quick. Can I actually share my screen instead of you? Uh,
So the best thing to do if you're truly interested is to go on and get a contact form, and it's individualized. So in terms of the price of the medication is actually based on which dose you're on. The lower doses are cheaper. Semaglutide is cheaper than Mounjaro. And so I have to purchase these medications from pharmacies. So it's based on how much your medication is. And the $99 fee is like the monthly fee. It's a monthly recurring fee. And for that fee is you get access to the physician to talk back and forth about your medication. And secondarily, we tack on your the cost of your medication is separate. So we'd have to talk about that as an individual.
got it.
Also, as an added bonus, cold and flu season is coming up, and simple things happen like you get bronchitis, you get a sinus infection. You can also use this website. You get one monthly urgent care visit with the monthly fee.
That's worth it alone to me, because like I literally am getting over a cough right now. Like, and I'm so sick. Like, we didn't have COVID, RSV, we've had everything this year. So
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I'm
about to
just
be that
saying, for
season.
me, y'all, urgent care, I'll be spending up a bag in urgent care for my family, and I'm over it. So look, if nothing else, that so. I know like she said, it's individualized. It's based on what your recommended doses will be. I know some entry, like if you was to say like an entry level price, and like again, this is still way below market rate because she has a direct relationship with the pharmacy.
So
We can talk about that, Doc.
most sites I know they charge people anywhere from 300 to 500 per month to do this. Most people will be able to do this with me for somewhere around $200 a month. And if you want me to try and see if we can get your insurance to improve it, then approve it, then it would just be your fee of the 99 per month for the consultation. And uh well, I do know that Wegovy and Mounjaro, if you're able to get approved, they do have some savings cards. So that's a possibility. I would say this, that most people, even me, I have very good insurance. I have Aetna. My insurance was not covering it. We tried to get approved, and so I ended up using a compound pharmacy. And so that's what I've been doing.
Got it. Yeah, I paid
So
out of pocket, and when I was paying out of
anyone,
pocket, I was paying like about 450 a month. So
okay.
yeah,
I,
much
I
cheaper,
won't,
y'all.
yeah, I'm trying to keep it at a more reasonable rate than that.
Got it. All right, y'all. How we feeling? Anybody else got any other questions, y'all? Let me tell you what next steps will be. If you decide, you go ahead and I put the form inside of there. You want to fill out the form. The medicine comes to you in 2 days with shipping, right? So I'm hoping to get this challenge started no later than Wednesday, right? So everyone who decides to sign up, we're gonna have our own private Facebook group. You just have to let me know, hey, I did my consult with Dr. Buchanan. My medicine should be coming this day. We're starting this challenge on Wednesday, like for everybody who's committed to sign up with it. We're gonna do meal plan. We're gonna do check-in. We're gonna make sure that everybody's getting in their recommended steps or a physical activity with each other. And again, we're going to do this privately so we can share our results publicly, but we can do all of the crying and whining and all of the things, privately with each other, which just makes it more valuable. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want everybody knowing that I be craving this and all of this other stuff and how I feel and all this extra way. That stuff be embarrassing sometimes. I even still feel embarrassed going shopping sometimes and I can't fit certain things. So this way we keep it sacred, we keep it within the community, and I think it's going to be a great experience. So anybody else have any other questions? Like again, insurance is an option if you can get approved, but if not, it's extremely affordable. And even with the $99, like you still get urgent care, which is insane to me. I'm gonna just say that's insane. I'm excited about that. So any other questions, feel free. You can unmic or you can put it in the chat. You got anything else while we still live, Doc?
No, that's it. That's it. You can scan the code and sign up on the website.